Hello and welcome to the Robros SMP. We are currently standing on top of my little base here, and as you can see, it's quite unfinished. And that's one of the things. I have a bad habit of starting projects and not really finishing them. So today I was going to just go through, show you all my projects. It's kind of going to be a little bit of a world tour, considering that we're going to be going around the whole place, just looking at what needs to get done. So I got this nifty little book here that will take us through, and we'll kind of fill it out as we go along, just say what needs to get done. But this right here, I call this the Monolith, and pretty much when 1.21 came out, I started using Tuff more, and I kind of came up with this pillar design and just ran with it from there. So we got some soul sand under here so we can zoom around the base, but yeah, it's got a little bit of an underside that we'll get to, but let's see, what needs to get finished here? Okay, so these are the three things we need in order to finish this base up. We gotta design and build a top, as you can see. Very unfinished up there, it's just open air. But then there's also a lot of empty space down here in the middle. So oh frick. Okay, apparently if you press escape on a book, it deletes everything you just wrote. One of them, that's so frustrating. Okay, so we have to build a centerpiece and then add glowberries. And above this bamboo, I'm going to trim it down a little bit and add glowberries hanging from here. And that's something you can see in my creative build world that I've done over here. I can't, oh god, they've grown. But yeah, I'll make sure they don't grow. But yeah, I want some glowberries hanging down just to give some light up here, and then I also need to figure out a way to light up the bottom area without using torches, because this looks hella ugly. So if we go ahead and hop down here, we're actually going to go into Storage Alley. So this is a little area that just has all of our storage stuff. It's barrels instead of chests. I just like the way it looks a lot better. And pretty much like there's 5 barrels, you get all the different varieties of stuff you need. It's not all filled out yet. It's, as I said, everything is very unfinished. It's been working pretty good so far, just being able to find everything really quickly, and once again soul sand underneath to get around really quickly to the items I need. And then there's no way to get up there now, so I'll just fly up here real quick. Oh god. Yeah, there's gonna be a layer 2 and just walkways up here, and then over here I have the first bridge built that gets you down here. And then there's gonna be some stairs, so if you do fall down from the top path you can still get up to the middle. And this little corner room right here is going to be the stairs that get up here, so I'm gonna have like little curved stairs that go into that door right there. Then that gets you to the second layer, and maybe there will be some storage down here too. I don't really know yet. If we hop over to the creative world again, you can kind of see that there's skulk all above, and the 2 roofs just like block off your view to the sky, so you can't really tell that it's an open room in here. And the roofs above just give like a really good contrast between the orange and blue. I'm a big fan of it. We got the castle little portion over here on every single side. We got the big rooms. I don't know, I'm a big fan of this area. This is one of my proudest works, and it's also the most finished version of a thing I have in creative mode so far. So yeah, let's move back to the single player. And next we'll go over to the Villager Correctional Facility. Alright, and since I don't have any way of getting around, I'm just going to go down to the next layer. And over here, very unfinished. You're going to be hearing that a lot, but if we pop through here, our little trapdoor hole, this is our first villager area, and this is going to be all librarians, and then on the second floor it's going to be clerics. And the reason for that, so if I pop in with like Matica, you can actually see that this is going to be like an infinite library kind of build, where there's just bookshelves and bookshelf pillars and like a little catwalk all up there. And this kind of is what themes what villagers are going where. So in the infinite library, it's going to be librarians and clerics, and then I don't really know what to do for the other 4 sides, because I have this all down, but I kind of want like a quarry area over here or something, and then maybe like a wood area over here for Fletchers, mainly for sticks and stuff. I want it to be like very woody over here, and then like a quarry over here, like definitely blending some themes together. You can tell I this might have been a design for the quarry, but just like a little dripstone pillar like fading into the lush cave. I don't know what I was gonna do with that, but it's there. And this next room, definitely one of my favorites, the green room. We hop down here, we got an automatic bamboo farm that's actually broken right now, but it automatically crafts the bamboo into bamboo blocks, and apparently I use it for storage. Then this is going to be a giant cactus. You can see I started on the pixel art for it, but it's just a giant protruding cactus, and let me find a way down there. Yeah, so then all of our outputs come here. This thing is definitely backed up. I do not have enough storage for this. It is an efficient farm. It is a fat farm. But yeah, this is kind of why I decided to name it the green room, because all of the products in here are green. We got bamboo, we got cactus. Over in that little crevice right there is going to be a moss farm. Then in here, this is actually something I'll have to show you guys later, but we have custom villagers that can give you spawners for a nether star. And then we also have custom spawn eggs, but we'll get to that. But in here I have husks. So I currently have husks going, and the thing about husks is that we have a data pack that they drop sand. So we now have this little farm right here where I can just bite their ankles. And then look at that. Hella sand. Yeah, honestly just a lot of sand. Just a lot of sand. And that's not it in terms of farms on this area. This is kind of going to be my farming room. But if we go up here, this is this was a chicken farm, and it would just like catch their eggs, but I kind of was overflowing on eggs and it was starting to lag a little bit, so yeah. Stop that, and let me just take a quick peek in here. This right, oh gosh, no. Okay, I gotta fix this fast. Get back in there, you... Get back in, please. Okay, that was a mistake. I am going to abuse my admin rights, and we're going to whoop. Anyways, this is our Froglight farm. We got some magma cube spawners in here. It's a pretty typical design. It's just got the powdered snow layers and some allays dropping off all the materials over here. And yeah, pretty simple, but oh, I'm zombie in here. And he will never despawn because he's holding that magma cream. Okay. So anyways, if I AFK in here, I just flip this mangrove gate, and then that keeps me online because Realms kicks you off. But anyways, that activates both the husk farm and the magma cream farm. So we get froglights and sand at the same time. Honestly, huge pog. I realized that none of this was on camera, but clearing this out genuinely took hours. I did have some friends come on and help me, but I cannot stress enough, this took a long time. Okay. So moving down to what will be the next room, we got Hell on Earth. So this is basically going to be a nether recreation with a little bit of extra flair. So I think what's going to happen here is this is going to go from that layer all the way down to bedrock, because I want this to be really grand. And we got the quintuple beacon going on here as well. And for this area, I pretty much want to make a lava farm and nether wart farm, and then maybe any other nether related farms. Oh, a basalt generator would be kind of banger. So we'll do that, but then we're also going to... Oh, okay, I did the escape thing again. I hate this. We're also going to make a PvP arena in here that is basically going to just be the nether fortress, and it's going to be a really vamped up one. Oh man, there's a lot of digging that needs to happen here in order to do what I want to do. Alright, went back to the top here, and the next thing on our list is the blocky portal. So this is actually pretty built already, but I got this blocky portal that I built over here. It's made out of coarse dirt, the rooted dirt, and just a bit of moss and the powdered green concrete. So this is, I like this. It's easy to fly over to my base from here. And yeah, I just kind of, from this angle, it looks finished-ish. I want more floating blocks around, I want more like pillars and stuff. It just needs more ambiance around it. And then not to mention, if I just head right over here, yeah, no back, you know, classic Minecraft SMP, you only do the angle that matters. And honestly, we can cover the next one from here as well. We got bridges. Now, there's 4 bridges that I need to do, but I have the actual tops built, but none of the supports underneath. So this is just like kind of marking where I want to go on the map. And I built these like, I think I built these even before I built the actual like centerpiece. So yeah, these are long overdue for getting actually designed. It's gonna fill out the ambiance. Here's another bridge right here. And we'll get to what this is going towards later, but I have a huge plan for what this is gonna be. Then the last bridge is all the way over here at spawn. This is a nice boat that someone on the server made. And this bridge right here, of course I gotta do my soul sand for my soul speed. But yeah, this is basically just going all the way over here to the Mushroom Island. And it's not really that long of a bridge, but it is going to take a lot of blocks to properly decorate that. So yeah. Then I'm actually going to skip around a little bit. I don't think this was next on the list, but we're going to go to the shopping district anyways, because I got 2 things here that I got to talk about. Now, I'll point out which shops are mine because there's a lot of great builds here, and some of mine are a little mediocre. This is built by one of our Australian friends that we had on the server, but this dragon egg right here, also unfinished. And yeah, you can kind of just see I don't have the top on yet. This is my ender chest shop. It's got some sales going on here. But if we go ahead, this is my copper shop. And I thought this would be fun since like the trial chambers just came out. We'll make it out of the trial chamber materials, like it'll be very much looking like that. But then you also have to do a little bit of parkour if you want to get around to the different parts of the shop. I really like this area. Oh gosh, okay. Let's do a retake on that one. Alright, okay. We got this. It's only 2 block jumps, it shouldn't be that hard. Okay, here we go. Then we got trapdoors and crates. Then my next shop right here is the Amethyst Geode. And the crane is not my shop, that's not part of mine, but the crane was already built here actually. And then I decided, oh shoot, I'm just gonna put the Amethyst Geode around it. That looks super cool. But we sell calcite, tinted glass, which I probably got restocked that, and some amethyst blocks. Oh, and smooth basalt apparently. But yeah, this is, oh, and I forgot to mention, but you get a free spyglass with every purchase. Anyways, now I should probably mention that we called this area Quarry Road, which is number 11. We got number 11 is Quarry Road. So over here, what has to happen is we're going to make a little mountain around this. And it's going to be like little cliffside that goes up, and then like we're in this little dugout spot. It's going to look really cool. It's going to be, the mountain's going to be made out of like deep slate tuff and like a good gradient. Probably get some moss in there, make it look nice and lush. And then this is my last shop that I actually have built so far. This is Sweet Cherry's lemonade stand, and it's sweet cherry because I got cherry logs for sale, and it's a lemonade stand because I am selling grapes. So I guess if the duck walked up to the lemonade stand and he said to the man running the stand, "Hey, got any grapes?" He could come to Sweet Cherry's Lemonade and he could get himself some grapes. So then right here, I actually have a very special farm that I want to put in here, and it's going to be a giant blaze that is like turning the floor molten, and it's going to be kind of like burrowed. And on the top part, it's going to be called the Rod Shop, because I'm going to sell blaze rods, end rods, and lightning rods. But then if we go down below to the part that doesn't exist yet, it's going to be a lava shop, because I feel like lava is so annoying to get in large quantities, and if I just make a dripstone farm for it, it's not going to be that hard, and it'll make a lot of people's life a little easier. Gunpowder farm, number 12. So this is a creeper farm. It just uses cats. It's a very old classic design, and I built it out of mushroom blocks, which I think was a great choice. But what I want to do, if you take a look from this angle right here, like if you're coming down the road, you can see it like pops over the hill. And what I want it to do is make a probably 32 by 32 TNT piece right there. And then that way you'll be able to see its TNT. I might even put like a shop down at the bottom so you can just buy it straight from the farm. It'll be really, really low prices. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Now that's pretty much it for the shopping district so far, because a lot of stuff, I don't know what to do with it, but while we're going through the nether, I should actually show you our nether roof. That's going to be, we'll make that one project 14. And then nether hub. Okay. And we got a bunch of signs. Pretty much everything, the shopping district is central to everyone's base. So we actually got all of these spidery tentacles going off, and you can kind of see like where everyone's base is. You can read the signs. And then this comes out to the blocky portal. So yeah, very convenient, very convenient. But I do need to design it. I don't know what I'm going to do over there, but I kind of want to make it a mob-proof, nice safe haven. Let's see. Now that we're back over here, we've gone over bridges. Spawn village. Okay. So spawn is just right here. I want to say that like the actual spawn is right about here somewhere. If you spawned in, you'd spawn right here. So you got the nice little boat, you got my monolith. That's a wheat farm, automatic with villagers and bees and allays collecting it. But for the spawn village, what we're going to do here is I think we're going to go for a Viking village over here. It kind of fits the vibe of the boat. I'm not too worried about clashing themes with like the monolithic stuff, because we'll have separators. Like the bridge is a separator, I'll have like a wall here. Yeah, so we're going to build a longhouse that's pretty big up on that platform, some smaller houses down here, a little farm hut right there where the dark oak logs are placed. I already built out a wheat farm. This was done pretty recently. And then over here, I want to have like a longer farming house, or like a shepherd's house or something, because it is kind of like it would be nice to have a place for animals, because we don't really have a lot of animals on the server right now, because we killed them all. So now we're on project 9. We're on 9. So Japanese floating village. This I have not designed anything for yet. I have not built anything for yet, but I just know that it has to happen because it would be so perfect. But basically, across from this bridge, I'm going to fill in this so that it's an actual land bridge and the water's not there. So we'll fill in this land bridge, and it'll start to look very like a nice little walkway, very Japanese designs. And I think I'm going to make it out of mostly mangrove, which makes me kind of hate myself. Maybe mangrove and red concrete. That would be a little easier. But then we're going to have... The rain's really ruining this, because I cannot see the terrain at all. But we're going to just have floating islands and stuff, you know. but also towering things. Like, this is going to be a huge build, and the floating islands are going to be like, what are we at right now? 72. The floating islands probably are going to be at like 130 or so, and then like some buildings that start at the ground are going to go past 130. Like, it's going to be huge buildings. I'm very excited. Haven't designed anything yet, but very excited. I think the next thing's on our way. Statue of Liberty. Now, this might be one of my favorite projects so far this season. I'm not a huge patriot or anything, but god damn, look at this. This is a gas build. I did get this one off of a schematic website, and then I just built it with Litematica, because I'm not designing the Statue of Liberty. It's already been designed. Look at this. I'm just the one who built it. Got all this from the trial chambers, which actually... Fun fact, we got, oh wait, down here, I'm taking this off because it ruins it, but down here we actually have a trial chamber underneath the Statue of Liberty. That's the whole reason I built the Statue of Liberty here. You kind of just come through, free fight the mobs, and then you collect your keys, even though the keys are useless because vaults cannot be used more than once. So yeah. But the real reason that I built all this, I kind of tore this whole room down and redesigned it. If you can't tell, this is not a real room in the trial chambers. Real reason I designed this, breeze farm. I want those breeze balls, man. But anyways, let's go back up, because this is not the only thing we got going on in here. We got ourselves, this is our villager room I was telling you about. Designed this myself underneath the Statue of Liberty. It looks hella sick. We got a map at the center here. Of course, I have my soul sand. But yeah, this looks really good. We got the Statue of Liberty up here. It kind of puts things into scale for you. There's the boat. There's the monolith. Spawn village is going right about there. And then we'll get to what goes up here. We'll get to what goes up here. There's going to be another village there, and then the Japanese village would be like right about there. So yeah. It looks pretty solid, and let me show you what we got in these villagers. These are custom villagers that I put some command blocks together to make, and every single one of them sells you a monster spawner for a nether star and an obsidian, 8 obsidian. That's kind of just like, I feel like a monster spawner is on the same level as a beacon, so we kind of just, you know, it's a beacon alternative. You can either get a monster spawner or a beacon, which let me tell you, that's been a hard choice recently, because I wanted my quintuple beacon, so it meant I didn't get as many monster spawners. Anyways, these are all of our base mobs. We kind of organize things by type. So base mobs, we got creepers, zombies, skeletons, spiders, and slime. And for anything that's like an important farm that you'd normally have to build out yourself, we were like, okay, that's gonna cost diamonds, because we don't want you to just like, also you have to get basically 20 or probably like even 30 mob kills in order to get the actual spawn egg. So I feel like if you're killing that many things, it's kind of worth being able to get a spawn egg. Zombie, what's a husk? It's just a zombie alternate. Drowns are zombie alternates. You need a trident to convert 16 zombie eggs into 16 drowns. I feel like that's pretty good since tridents are semi-limited, like you'd have to make a farm for it. And then we got skeletons turning into bogs, skeletons turning into strays, spiders turning into cave spiders. Pretty simple, pretty simple. This is our end stuff. We got the spawner again. We got 16 ender pearls plus 16 pumpkins makes 4 enderman spawn eggs. Probably could have upped that to 64 just so needing a pumpkin farm was relevant. 16 ender pearls plus a silverfish turns into an endermite. Then we got a splash potion of infestation plus 64 stone turns into silverfish spawn eggs. I thought this was very clever. And then this is because getting a shulker spawner would be absolutely ridiculous. 1 shulker shell plus 3 blocks of netherite gets you 9 shulker spawn eggs. And basically it's 9 because it's like, this is ridiculous. This is crazy. Then 32 phantom membranes for phantom spawn eggs. Then we got our nether mobs over here. Blaze, magma cube, ghast. Piglin brutes are made from piglin spawn eggs, which you get from 64 gold ingots and cooked pork chops. So you need 16 of those plus an enchanted golden apple to make piglin brute spawn eggs. I really like that. That's a fun one because now these actually have purpose. Then we got lava bucket plus 64 basalt makes a strider spawn egg. And then we just got the hoglin and the zoglin ones, which, you know, pretty standard, pretty standard. These are our aquatic mobs. I actually had a lot of fun making this one. We got sponge plus 4 diamonds, basically dupes the sponge because we have a finite amount and we're on a server, so might as well make a way for people to get more sponges. Then we got 64 prismarine shards and 32 prismarine crystals, gets you 4 guardian spawn eggs. We have not even taken out an ocean monument, so this is far out for me. But then if you get 64 of these guardian spawn eggs and 64 gold blocks, you get an elder guardian spawn egg, which I like that. Then all of the fish ones are the same. We got bucket of cod plus 16 of whatever their item drop is, gets you 1 of the spawn eggs. And for the axolotl, it's 1 bucket of axolotl plus 32 tropical fish, and because that's what they eat. And then that gets you an axolotl spawn egg. And then this one's really funny. So the tropical fish, if you get 32 of those, which these only yield 1, so you'd have to get an insane amount of fish. If you get 32 of those, a speed 2 potion, that gets you a dolphin spawn egg. So there is definitely there's definitely some grind to this, which I really like. And this is our nature guy. Also, look, let's just take a second to appreciate all of the little, like, stands. I really think I did a good job here. Then this is like our passive mob guy. We got sheep, pigs, cows, chickens, wolves using the armadillo scoots, cat spawn egg, just the stuff they eat and drop. And then we got bees. 64 honeycombs, 32 honey blocks. Pretty standard, pretty standard. This is our last guy right here. We got the llama spawn eggs, and we got goats. Then to get a horse spawn egg, you need a diamond horse armor and a saddle. So this is kind of limited, because diamond horse armor is only from chests and stuff. Then using the horse armor, you can get all of its alternates. We got horse plus 64 chests is a donkey spawn egg, horse plus donkey gets you 2 mules, then horse plus bones gets you skeleton, and horse plus rotten flesh gets you zombie. Sadly, the zombie horse cannot be ridden in the code, so kinda lame, kinda lame. But yeah, as you can tell, that wasn't all the mobs in Minecraft, so eventually I do want to, like, fill this out with all of the different mobs and, like, maybe some other deals for exclusive blocks like budding amethyst and stuff like that. And we have only one more farm on our list for today. We got the creaking farm. Let's go check it out. So I went ahead and put this over at the Mushroom Island. And the thing about creakings that I didn't realize until I already constructed the main part of the farm, this little centerpiece here, is that they can spawn up to 32 blocks away, which is so frustrating because that's why all of this pale moss carpet is here, because they can't spawn on the moss. So I'll wait for it to be night and then I'll show you guys. Okay, it's finally night, so some creakings should be spawning in, and basically how this farm works is it's pretty manual. You go ahead, look at these guys right here, you look away, and then they all come funneling into the trapdoors, and only so many of them can spawn on this platform at once. So we go ahead and look at them again, look away, and they walk in. And once I've walked into here, I just go ahead and swing my sword a couple times. And since I got Sweeping Edge 3, this actually hits all of them at once. And I can't really show you the inner machinations, so I'm just gonna... But you can see we got the stripped pale oak, which it still generates on if it's stripped pale oak. And that is getting shifted back and forth constantly using this little hopper clock right here. I think this is an etho hopper clock. But yeah, we got the hopper clock right there. and that's shifting them back and forth. And then that goes down into this hopper, which I will just show you where that goes. But if we go down here, this goes into a little auto crafting area, and over here we are making the, what are these called? Block of resin. So we're making the block of resins. It's just a 3x3. And then over here, we're making the resin bricks, which means we do have to automatically smelt these, which is what this little hopper array right here is for. This has 8 furnaces, and then these all have, oh shoot, these do not all have blaze rod. I need to set up auto fuel, which isn't that hard, but I have a blaze rod farm as well, so yeah. But yeah, that is my creaking farm. So the reason I have this on my unfinished projects is because I want to build a giant mountain around this thing, and if I want to do that, it has to be at least 30 blocks from the centerpiece of this. So it's going to have to be pretty huge, and then at the top I'm going to put a coliseum. So that's going to go up there eventually, but yeah, that's kind of it. So if you guys liked what you see and you want to see me complete all these projects on stream or in videos, then I definitely recommend subscribing, because that is what I'm going to be doing for the most part for the next couple months to a year. And then we also are going to be playing some other games. I got a raft series coming up. We got Sons of the Forest. Yeah, just stay tuned. It's going to be fun times. Alright, catch you later. Bye bye.